Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another Swiss Phantom. Ooh, I see an Archangel Avacyn. Well, God, look at all these white rares. This is crazy pool already. I am stoked. All right, well, we're off to a good start. Yes, we're doing a Swiss Shadows Over Innistrad Sweeled. We're doing a Sweeled event, so I hope you guys are excited to watch that. It's a brand new format. Okay, here are our rares. Oh yeah. Quick reminder, please subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. And like the video, too. That helps me a lot. And I will be streaming on Twitch this weekend, so be sure to tune in for that. Well, white's got to be in, right? I mean, come on. Archangel Avacyn, are you kidding me? I think the 7 drops and the 8 drops start to get a little more playable, too, which is nice. Other than that, we have Seasons Past, which is fine. Blob, which is fine, and Calvary and Avacyn are for sure both in here. That's looking pretty sexy. Let's sort by color. Well, let's take a look at our white that will be playing. Archangel Avacyn, Calvary, Ox, Survive the Night, Angel. We can put all these in for now. Puncturing Lights, Moreland Drifter, this thing, that guy, that, this, that, and the other thing. Pretty much all of our white cards are pretty playable, right? Yeah, it's all looking good to me. Why don't we take a quick look at our, just gonna take it out for now. I just want to keep running count totals going in my head here. All right, let's see our blues. So we have this guy. That guy's not very good, neither of these. Double Sleep Paralysis though. Those are kind of hard removal in this format. That guy's playable. So blue's looking a little bit light, but I can at the very least consider a Sleep Paralysis splash. We did not get any Warp Landscapes, but we have a Wildfield Scarecrow, and we have a Highland Lake. If red is deep, for example. All right, let's take a look at our black. Twins, Cursed Witch, Crow. To the Slaughter is probably playable, but I'm never going to be excited about it. Air is good. We've got some Mutations, Accomplice, and Skeletons. Black's not looking super deep, is it? Air is good. It's probably the most premium card alongside a Cursed Witch. The rest is pretty meh. So let's just probably not doing black. We'll see. Let's check out red. Reduced to Ashes, Arsonist, Spiteful Motives, Mad Prophet, Uncaged Fury, maybe that guy. Red's not looking too good either, is it? Not especially. Man, I like a Looter, which might be the best card we have here. Reduces removal, but the rest is pretty unexciting. So I think red might be out too. Where does that leave us? I guess that leaves us with pretty much green. And white, of course, but let's check out our green. So we've got this, that guy, this, that's good. I like this, sure. All right, all these, maybe even this and that. So we didn't get a fork in the road, unfortunately, but we do have the Wildfield Scarecrow. How many Delirium cards do we have? So we have 13, and then let's bring our white back in. All right, let's bring in the Scarecrow for now, possibly the Wicker Witch. I'll have to see how much Delirium I have total, because I'm currently unsure. What's the Delirium cards we have? We have Dire Swine, Angel, Ox, not a whole lot else, is there? Scavenger, which probably don't even need. Probably not going to go for much of a Delirium deck then, are we? For that reason, I don't think I want to run the Angel. It is... I think I'm probably good on my top end. I probably don't need to play an 8-drop. I can. But look how much cheap stuff our deck has. Like, that alone is pretty impressive. Just feels like we won't need an Angel of Deliverance in here. Not with an Archangel Avacyn and Drogskull Cavalry. We already have 2 big, fat, awesome flyers, as well as a Seasons Pass to get them back in a pinch. We have some pretty premium removal, Bound and Rabid Bite. Got a couple Puncturing Lights, which we certainly can consider. Oh, we have the Blob too, which is also Delirium. Otherwise, it's a 3-mana 3/3, which is also okay. So I think let's ditch out on Inquisitor probably, because it just seems unnecessary. The rest we kind of want to keep for curve purposes. So we have Sorcery, Instant, Enchantment. Probably not doing Hope Against Hope. Oops, not that one. This one. I could, but it seems unnecessary. I guess we could get Delirium. So does that mean I want to play the Scarecrow? We got to make some serious cuts here. We can probably end up playing one Puncturing Light. We can pretty easily cut some creatures from here, though. I think I want to ditch out on Angel. I just don't like the idea of an 8-drop. I don't know. Angel of Deliverance has been kind of just like a whatever card in general. And like I said, considering our deck already has Cavalry and Archangel Avacyn, I don't know why I'd want to, you know, muck it up with Angel of Deliverance. I'm kind of on, but well, I guess we also have the Moorland Drifter, so maybe we do have more Delirium than I first thought. If I was, I'd pretty easily play Scarecrow over Witch, though, considering the finishers we have. I'm kind of on board with Scarecrow, just to be clear. Probably can cut Expose Evil because it's whatever. It's cool with Graph Mole, but we already have Mysteries with Graph Mole, which I might just like more. I kind of like these big flyers on the ground when you've got a Cavalry and an Avacyn. Everything else I'm kind of okay with. So let's cut 2 more cards. I think we can get away with cutting 2 creatures because I kind of like having a Survive to protect Avacyn and Cavalry, and I like having the Strength of Arms. It's a nice, cheap combat trick. I'm okay with keeping the 1 Puncturing Light and the 1 Rabid Bite. So we have enough tricks and removal where I'm okay. And I still want to keep the Seasons Pass around too. I think that's actually going to potentially come up big for us. This might actually be an 18-land deck now that I think about it. Because if you look, I guess we only have 1 7-drop, but 2 6-drops. Well, I guess maybe our curve, maybe I'm wrong. Our curve is actually pretty low. We could probably get away with 17, especially with the Scarecrow. Do I need the Dire Swine? I kind of like having it, but I like all of our other creatures more, I think. Like I said, I mean, I could cut maybe an Ox and a Swine. Ox is whatever. It seems like a card you could always cut anyway. Watcher is like, I would say better almost every time. It is another mana, but the reach and blocking everything is pretty insane. I don't think this deck needs to splash Sleep Paralysis, though it could. I just don't think it needs to. Especially since our fixing is just a Wildfield Scarecrow. We didn't end up with Warp Landscape or anything, so no need. We have more than enough playables in green and white. So I just cut 1 more. It might be the Swine. I definitely like the Cavalry over the Swine. It's more flashy. It does have to survive, but it's got a lot of impact. We actually don't have any other spirits besides Drifter, though, I think, but it makes its own, so it doesn't matter. If it's not dealt with, it pretty much just wins the game. That's not actually true. I've beaten a Cavalry before that survived, but it's still, you got to be pretty far behind. It's a tough card to beat. Actually, I think I'm going to cut the Scavenger. I don't think Scavenger's not bad, but I feel like we still have enough early game. Is Seasons Pass going to be good enough in this deck? I mean, that's something worth thinking about. Cards with different... So we have 3 1-drops. Seems like a good card to combo off with Vessel. Basically 1, 2, 3, and then it jumps to 5, 6, and 7. That's not... I mean, no 4-drops is very odd. But I think our curve is low enough still where I'm okay with all of this. Yeah, basically Seasons Pass getting back Archangel if they have an answer for it. But I feel like Seasons Pass is probably pretty good. What's our curve look like? It's an odd curve, but the vast majority of our deck is 3 mana or less, which is really good, actually. And then we only have 5 spells that are more than 3 mana. Which seems pretty reasonable to run 17 lands, in my mind. So I think we're going to keep the Seasons Pass around. We'll see if it comes up for us. I wanted to try it out anyway. This deck's cool. This deck is really cool. I like the Scarecrow a lot in here, actually. Yeah, I like this deck. It's nice. I mean, we have Archangel Avacyn. What more do you want me to say? So 8 and 9, I guess. Same amount of double green, double white. Slightly more green. Yeah, I guess 9/8's 9/8 is probably right then. This deck's good. I mean, we have Archangel Avacyn, so I have to rank it. It's probably A territory, to be honest, considering the curve is so low. We have the proper number of threats and removal. We didn't get any Angelic Purge, but we got the Bound by Moonsilver, which is also insane. So yeah, this deck is pretty easily A territory, I would say. And yeah, there's been some debate on how good Puncturing Light is. It's probably better than the first sealed event, how good I said it was, which was pretty bad based on what Travis has said. I think Travis said it best when he said the best case scenario with Puncturing Light is you do it in response to somebody casting a combat trick. But from what Travis said, he's like, I've found the opposite to be true almost every time. You try and cast Puncturing Light, then they combat trick you, and then it's just a complete blowout. So I think that's why he has sort of the bitter hatred of Puncturing Light. But to be honest, I haven't had a ton of experience with it, even in all of the drafting I've done. It seems like it's a perfectly satisfactory removal spell, and a lot better in this sealed event in this sealed format than I originally gave credit for, because this sealed format is just very fast from what I've noticed. I mean, granted, this is only my, third one. So it's tough to say exactly, but it has felt like a fairly fast sealed format. All right, well, regardless, this is going to be the deck. I like it. A territory, I think, definitely very strong. The only thing it needed was a little bit more removal, but I'm not going to complain about that at all. This deck is very strong. All right, we'll see you in round 1.